Well, what is up, everyone, and welcome to episode 89 of the Party Chat podcast. I am Squiggy, and I am back in the hosting chair that Slazo has been keeping warm for me. And this week, I am joined by Slazo and Laura. Hello, you lovely people.
I kept it warm.
You kept it warm. Oh, I mustn't have listened to that one.
She did do one of them.
I didn't listen to that one. Oh,
so
picked the right one to miss then.
Little offensive, and how dare you?
Oh well, thank you for keeping this warm for me. You've lowered the arms on the seat a little bit, and it's a bit awkward. But apart from that, how are you both?
I'm fine, apart from the insult of my height or arm length. I'm not sure what
arm
you
height.
would. I'm not sure.
Arm height.
Arm height.
Yes, arm height.
I'm insulted.
Arm depth.
I'm doing great. I mean, yeah. If I sound different, it's because I'm not at home right now. But yeah, it's going well.
Slazo's actually been kidnapped, and he's recording this from inside his little cell in a box somewhere.
For the record, it sounds like Squiggy has kidnapped him.
So pray, hashtag pray for Slazo. Pray for Slazo. So have you guys been playing anything this week? I mean, I know you're in a box in a prison, Slazo, but have you guys been playing anything this week?
Go on, Laura, you can lead. See if you play games now.
Yes, I played some Dead Rising 4. Got really back into that. Want to finish that. Yeah. Exciting times. I think it's just Dead Rising 4 because the rest of the time I was downloading these, and I played some FIFA with Squiggy. Sorry, I did. Other than that, I've been downloading. I've been downloading massive update for my Gears of War 4, which should be soon finished, and I can get back to playing some Gears. So that's fun. But at the moment, I am enjoying Dead Rising 4 again.
Yeah,
thank you.
I need to play Dead Rising 4 actually. I need to get to that. Eventually.
It's good.
Eventually. Slazo, have you been playing anything this past week?
I've been on a racing kick as of late, so I played a bit more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I've got all the triple stars 150cc now, so I've moved on to the mirror mode where I unlearn everything I know just in time for 200cc. And then I fired up Trackmania 2 a bit and went back to play that, seeing as there's a new expansion out for... I can't remember what the world is, but there's a new one out. So yeah, I thought I'd go back to that, have a bit of fun, see what's happening in Trackmania, because I haven't played it in 3 years apparently.
3 years?
I booted it up, and it was well, this is your first signing in 900 days, and I was like, what?
My bad.
Whoops. So yeah, that was me. How about you, Squiggy?
I've been playing a bunch of stuff actually. So I've been playing Overwatch on and off. I think it's double XP. It was double XP at the weekend, so I played a little bit of that. I've been.
Yes, the anniversary event at the moment, isn't it?
Yes, I've been doing a bit of the anniversary event as well. And then I tried about a bit of Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I haven't played this. These were the first times I played it. I quite enjoyed it actually.
Have you played a MOBA before?
Nope.
Or...
First one.
Oh, nice.
I quite enjoyed it actually. I'm not very good at it. I'll admit that. I'm absolutely awful at it. But yeah, no, I really enjoy it. It's different from anything I've played. So yeah, it's a steep learning curve for me anyway, because I'm not used to sort of games like that. But no, I'm definitely enjoying it. I'll definitely jump in and play more of it as well. So watch this space. And then I started Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD remix on the PS4. And literally,
wait, 2.5's out on PS4 now?
Yeah, there's the collection's out, 1.5, 2.5 collection.
Oh, nice.
I got it for my birthday, so I thought I'll jump in and play a bit of that. So I thought I'd play 2.5 because, well, 2, not 2.5. I thought I'd play Kingdom Hearts 2 to start with. But yeah, I'm about 10 hours in, so I've just finished. Have you played it, Slazo?
Not 2.
You've not played 2? Oh, I thought you had. I don't know why.
No. I own 2.5, but I haven't played it.
I'm about 10 hours in, so I'm probably about a third of the way through the full story, maybe a little bit more, to be honest. But no, I really like Kingdom Hearts 2. I never played the first one before I played the second one, so the second one was my first Kingdom Hearts game. Yeah, I know, but I really enjoy it. It's good to go back and play it as well. It's still a bit slow. It's not like I remember it probably differently because I was a lot younger, and it seems a lot different, but I'm still enjoying it, so that's the important thing. And it's nice seeing like Disney characters, because you know me, I'm a big Disney
I was
fan.
going to say, as long as it's still magical.
Oh, it's still magical. It's so magical. It's got pixie dust and everything. It's so
Nice.
good. Yeah. But anyway, this is not the podcast about magicalness and pixie dust. This is the Party Chat podcast, and we are brought to you every Wednesday. You can find us on YouTube, and we post at 9 a.m. most Wednesdays. That's UK time. It might be, to be fair, we just say 9 a.m. because it's 9 o'clock in the morning somewhere. So we just don't tell them what 9 a.m.
Wow.
it is. And we're like, we posted at 9 a.m. Just throwing that one out there. So yeah, we post at 9 o'clock, whether it's UK time, Brazil time, Peru time.
I like how we've just gone 9 o'clock. Could be AM, could be PM, but 9 o'clock.
But yeah, actually, yeah, it could be 9 p.m. Australian time, which would actually be the next day. But that's not the point. Anyway, you know what? Let's just jump straight in the news, like I'm assuming you've done for the past few weeks. I've not been here. And I
Yes.
have, yeah, that's good. That's good. At least I remember how it's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have seven items on my list. Just so everyone knows, this podcast does go live the week of E3, and we're recording it on the Sunday. So EA have had their E3 conference, but we're not going to talk about that this week. We're going to talk about all the E3 stuff next week. So stay tuned for that. This is just about the news that's probably happened before E3. First one is that Shenmue 3 has been delayed until the second half of 2018. So Shenmue 3, it was a crowdfunding project, wasn't it?
Kickstarted, yeah.
Kickstarter. And to be honest, I didn't even realise it was coming out anytime soon,
I
if
mean,
that makes sense, for it to be delayed.
I backed it, and I get updates, and I wasn't surprised by this delay, because it doesn't look like a game that's near finished yet.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't expecting it anytime soon anyway. I completely forgot about it, to be honest. So yeah, but that's not coming out. They're planning to release the second half of 2018, and I think they're going to give more details to backers later this month, so you might get some stuff, Slazo.
Probably. Hopefully.
I won't. I think it raised more than $6 million, didn't it? It only needed $2 million.
It did really well. I
Yeah.
swear it was record breaking at the time. I don't know if
it's the best, but it's one of them.
Yeah.
It definitely held some sort of record for a little period, because I remember kept seeing it, but so much has happened.
I think it was fastest funded.
That might be it, yeah. Sounds about right, but who knows? And it had some accolades, and at the end of the day, an accolade's an accolade.
Yeah. No, it definitely seems popular, but I don't think there's been much about it. It was 2015 Sony showed it off. Well, announced it anyway.
Yeah.
But it's not much has come out since then. Although we do know it's not at E3 this week. I'm not saying that because I'm psychic, but Sony did say it wasn't going to be here. So, yeah, it's a bit weird that it's been so popular, but there's not really been many updates. I don't know what updates are like for you with you being a backer, but
I think it's like, so I tend to just quickly scroll through them, but it's mainly just kind of screenshots. Here's some of the development team working on things. Here's some news. Just general stuff like that, as opposed to trailers.
Yeah, so I suppose there's nothing really to show as if they just keep working on it. But end of 2018 maybe.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm still doubting it based on what you said about it looking nowhere near ready. But we'll see. We shall see. So next on my list is to do with some Pokémon. Woo!
What? Never heard of it.
No, same. So Pokemon Go, some game. I think it was popular. They've announced some plans for the summer, including a Fire and Ice themed event. Game of Thrones, maybe? Anyone?
Hey, no.
I mean,
So anyway, the event started Monday just gone, and it's going to feature larger numbers of Fire and Ice type creatures, and then XP bonuses for Pokeball throws. Lucky eggs are going to be discounted. And then after that, there's going to be a big update, which is going to add, this is in quotes, collaborative group gameplay features that will get you playing in fun new ways. Basically, no one knows what it means, but there you go.
oh man, raids on legendaries, maybe. Who knows?
Taking my Snorlax to raid Zapdos, or something like that. Yeah, that's quite. I mean, I've not really played it for a while, but it is good that they're still updating.
I mean, it does still make cash money, so...
And it's all about that cash money. Cool.
Yeah.
No? Sorry.
But
Well, I mean, I think it was the thing we talked about while you were away, was how, like, Pokemon Company announced their earnings for the year, and it was, like, up by $100 million or
Yeah,
so
because I
of
could.
Pokemon Go.
I was trying to work out who spent money on and how they made all this money off Pokemon Go, and then we broke it down. into. Ah, yes.
It was actually Slazo just paying loads of money for it. That's what it was.
I wish I could play it, man. I don't have a phone good enough.
That's actually depressing.
That is
It's
depressing.
actually depressing.
Yeah.
It is. Move on.
There's actually another little thing. So this is probably not of interest to anyone in the UK, but anyone who's listening in America or Japan, hello, if you are. Hello. So basically there's a few real-life events to bring Pokemon Go players together. There's going to be one in Chicago on the 22nd of July, and then a few across Europe through the summer, at places that are Unibail Radamco shopping centres. I don't know what they are, but some kind of shopping centre. Japan's going to get an event in Yokohama called Pikachu Outbreak, and again, we don't really know what that is, but it's quite cool they're doing sort of real events, like, out in public, if that makes sense, instead of just on the app.
It's cool, but I know I saw some people worried that this was how you were going to be able to get legendaries, and that would be quite restrictive if that was true.
Yeah,
so.
But maybe they'll bring it, like, around everywhere at some point. Maybe just want to see how it goes first. But
yeah,
we'll see. We shall see. Some more Nintendo news next. So basically, Nintendo Land, was it? Or whatever it was?
Yes. You mean the theme?
Sorry,
the
Super
theme
Nintendo World it's called, my bad. Is the theme park, which is in construction at Universal Studios in Japan, and it's due to open in 2020. So basically there was a trailer shown for it, which, yeah, it's... I don't know, has anyone seen it?
Right, I have.
Do a trailer for a
but
theme park.
It's animated. It's Mario Walker. It's just
Yeah.
But the best to come out of this was the Princess Peach meme. Has anyone seen this? Because they laid out some artwork about how the park would lay out.
I don't think I've
And
seen it, no.
Right. Basically, the meme is no wonder Princess Peach keeps getting kidnapped because Princess Peach's castle is like a stone's throws from Bowser's castle. So it's basically if she threw a stone out a window, she would hit Bowser's castle. So no wonder you're thinking just move at this point. But there's loads of memes coming out of it, and it's just the best thing. That's memes.
But it does it makes the park look quite cool with what's going to be there. But we'll see what it's like when it opens. But it's not going to open until 2020. There was also a groundbreaking ceremony, not like actually groundbreaking epic sort of thing, like because of
a ceremony where they break the ground.
Yeah,
that's literally what you should go with.
Yeah, and basically there's a Mario jumps out of a pipe, and it's the most cheesiest thing ever because you can see that he's on stairs behind the pipe, and that he runs down the stairs behind the pipe, and then the background behind him starts moving as if he's running, and you can see him like fake running on the spot. It's so cheesy. Like
I used to like the magic Squiggy, but you just had to pull the curtain back. What?
I still like the magic. You know, I'm a big Disney fan, obviously, but this was just cheesy. This was just cheesy beyond belief. But no, I think it'll be quite cool. I will visit the one in Florida probably. Maybe I'll go to the Japan one.
Japan.
I'm gonna go to Japan. But no, yeah, it's quite interesting. I don't know if you guys care too much about it, but I mean,
not enough to get on a plane and go to it.
If I was travelling and I was in that country, then I would maybe plan a day to go see it. But I don't think I'd travel.
I wouldn't travel
just to go see this theme park.
I'd be in Florida for other reasons.
Yeah.
Disney World. But I would pay a trip.
Still a theme park, Squiggy. Basically, you're saying my limits are we'll go to a Disney-themed attraction, but not a Nintendo-themed attraction.
No, I'm going to a world of Disney. This is just a...
So, if it expanded into a Nintendo World rather than Land...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Then maybe I'll consider it. If I can stay in a hotel which is based on Bowser's Castle from Mario 64, or whatever castle it is. Peach's Castle? Bowser's Castle? I don't even know. I just remember the painting changing pictures, and it really scared me as a child. That's all I remember.
It was Peach's Castle.
Well, if I can stay in Peach's Castle, but not the room which has the portrait that changes into Bowser when you get too close to it.
You'll be opposite Bowser's Castle, so if you look out, you can keep an eye on him all night.
I'll check.
I really want Squiggy to be like in the room with the trapdoor where Squiggy's going, oh, that's a nice painting. He just walks up to it and then just falls through the floor.
No, the trapdoor part's fine. It's when the painting changes from Peach to Bowser. I was really scared. I'm not even going to lie. I actually probably pooed a little bit. I was that scared. There you go. Podcast first. Wow, I've just killed the podcast now. Oh well.
Yep.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's move away from Nintendo and...
Let's move away from you pooping.
I was 25. It's a lot.
I mean, I can't judge you. I got scared by Luigi's Mansion as a kid, so, you know.
There we go. This was when I was even younger as well. So anyway, we've gone from Pokemon to Nintendo. We're now going back to Pokemon. So last week there was a Pokemon Direct where Nintendo announced a few things. One of the things was that Pokken Tournament is heading to Nintendo Switch. Pokken Tournament DX is coming to the Switch on the 22nd of September.
Yep.
It's just a port, isn't it? But they've added a few things to it. A bit like the Mario Kart 8 one.
From what I gather, it's essentially Pokken Tournament, but with all this stuff they added in the arcade version that isn't in the Wii U version. So new fighters, some new improvements, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's cool. The new fighters, there's a few that have been named. I don't really know. Well, two that have been named. I don't really know any of them. Decidueye?
Yeah, that one.
And
I admit it's from the newer gens. I'm not 100% sure.
Krogunk is another one.
Krogunk, yeah.
That's another one that I've got there. And then also, as well as announcing this, they've also announced that Pokemon Sun and Moon are getting new versions called Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. They're going to launch on the 17th of November on 3DS. I don't really know what's different. I'm assuming it's some Ultra form Pokemon, and there's a new storyline.
From what I've gathered, this is kind of more like Yellow, Crystal, Emerald, Platinum, in that it's the same game but tweaked.
Yeah. So again, I haven't even played Sun or Moon, to be honest. So
buy these ones instead.
Yeah, I might. Probably won't. And then finally, to finish off, they announced that Pokemon Gold and Silver, the classic Game Boy games, are coming to the 3DS Virtual Console later this year.
Whoop, whoop, the
these
best ones.
You what, Slazo?
September 22, same day as Pokken.
Yeah, September 22, yeah. Again, I'm not really too bothered about that because I was kind of hoping. No, it's not that I'm not bothered, but I was kind of more hoping. Oh, these might come to the Switch instead.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That was my thing.
I'm with you on this, Squiggy, because I don't know.
I'll probably buy one of them.
If it comes to the Switch, it feels like a bigger deal. It's because it's like how many? I don't know how many re-releases this game has technically had now and stuff. Like it's the best one.
The second.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like once you've done it once, I'm just.
Was it not on the DS Virtual Console as well, or not?
DS.
Sorry, yeah,
no.
DS. Was it DSi or whatever it was?
No,
you had 3DS is the first one to have Game Boy Virtual Console.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, this generation of Pokemon is more I
think it would have been a bigger statement for it to be out on the Switch than anything.
Yeah.
For me. But no, I still probably will pick up one of them because I do love those games. But yeah, I just think it should have been maybe both Switch and 3DS maybe, give you a choice.
That would have been cool. I mean, what also interests me is no Crystal in this.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, but then Yellow was out, wasn't it, when Red and Blue?
Yeah, Red, Blue, and Yellow did the same day.
I like Crystal as well. I really like Crystal. But anyway, yeah, maybe that's going to be an announcement at Nintendo's E3. Maybe that's already been announced, Slazo. And people are thinking, what are they talking about? Maybe that's already been announced. Crystal is coming to Switch. There you go. You've heard it here first, or second if it's already true. Yeah.
You heard it here first, except you actually heard it like days later.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Anyway. Let's move on to some Mass Effect Andromeda stuff. So, there's no doubt that sort of Andromeda had a few issues in development.
Just a few.
I think we all know that. But basically, Kotaku did an investigation into it, and it was quite interesting that they sort of came out with a few things. So I'm just going to read just a little section from it. So, Kotaku's investigation describes a project built on by a largely untested studio, on an engine still not suited to RPG development, managed by project leaders which hung on for far too long to gameplay ideas that were ultimately cut, which I think is quite telling about the game. I don't think it's bad from what I've played. A lot of people, like Laura, doesn't rate the first few hours she's played, but I think it's quite good.
No.
But I think everyone knew that it wasn't BioWare's main team that were doing it, and everyone knows why that is now, if you've watched the E3 conference. But I mean,
I know now. I didn't know when it was being developed.
Yeah, but everyone knows now why it was developed by this team, and I think it was quite telling from that as well. That, let's be honest, we weren't going to expect probably a standard of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. But I still think it's getting a rough ride. I really do.
I mean, I'd have been less mad if they hadn't literally spent like multiple E3s going, "Oh, we're working on it, guys. We're working on a special game here. We're working on it," and then that's what we get.
Yeah. I know, I think it's disappointing. It's disappointing. But then some of the investigation into it, you can see why. Like, you're building with a studio that hasn't developed a game like this, and it's a big franchise, Mass Effect. They're using an engine which obviously hasn't been suited to it. I don't know which engine were they using. Were they using Frostbite?
Was it Frostbite or was it the other one?
I don't know. That was the thing.
I can't remember. I can't remember. It's just I don't know if I want to know, just because it would put me off any time they say this engine's being used on the games. I'll think of this.
Yeah.
So,
see, I assumed it was Frostbite with it being an EA game, but I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Who knows? But then apparently as well, they want to do some No Man's style where the worlds are procedurally generated as well.
That would have been...
That's probably the best idea they had of dropping that, to be honest.
Yeah, because I imagine that would make the game even more chaotic and just would have been a lot more...
Yeah, well, imagine like having a narrative where you need to go to this planet to get this, and then the procedurally generated world doesn't, like, only has one of these things and, like, in the middle of nowhere.
And I'm thinking, certain side quests, like, you, like, get a side quest saying how, I don't know, like, their home is burnt in a fire due to the planet's heat, and they need help and all that, and you're like, snow planet, and you're like, oh.
Well, I mean, you'd have like a combination of planets that were pre-made, and then say like instead of the mining like you had in the original Mass Effect, then those planets are procedurally generated.
It is Frostbite, by the way. So
it is Frostbite, yeah.
Yeah, Mass Effect 3 were on the Unreal Engine, and Andromeda is on the Frostbite 3 engine. According to this.
Yeah, which would explain probably the facial animations and stuff. People not using... Like, Frostbite seems all well and good for...
It's all fun and games till you get till the facial...
Well, no, but it's like it seems fine for games like FIFA and Battlefield and stuff like that. Where,
yeah, Battlefield's what it originally was for, wasn't it?
Where like facial animations don't matter that much, but when you're playing an RPG which relies on animations, like to tell the story and give stuff like that...
Isn't FIFA's engine Ignite, or am I going crazy?
That was last gen.
Oh, okay. I just don't remember Frostbite being pushed as heavy recently.
Yeah, no, it was. I think it's Frostbite now.
It's like at the start of most modern EA trailers.
I'm going to be honest. When I start an EA trailer, I normally start it for a couple of minutes. I'm either not paying attention to the first bit, or if I'm starting a game with Frostbite, I generally have just booted up the game and walked out, because generally they have log opening.
Yeah, she's got a
point. So I just kind of walk out and get my drink then.
Yeah. But then ultimately from this, basically the fallout from all this stuff is that I think they've downsized BioWare Montreal, and basically I think they planned this for another trilogy, but basically they've shut down the sequel already. They've basically said no, which is, it's a shame. Like, I think it's a real shame.
I think they'll go back to it. It's just going to be a long wait till the storm has really... I don't know. Yeah. I don't believe they give up on stuff like that and do all that. I think it's just going to be a long wait. Rather than never say never.
Another Mass Effect game anytime soon. It will be like trilogy HD. Well, not HD, but trilogy release.
That would smooth over the PR sort of thing, because everyone kind of was open to having a nice get the re-release, because it does feel like stages.
Just get Blue Point on it. Blue Point, who did Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. Just get them on it.
Yeah.
Mass Effect Trilogy.
Yeah.
Goodwill back to gamers. There's 3 games that'll last you a few years. Get BioWare's new IP done, and then there you go, Mass Effect.
I love how you said a few years. Who is not binging them? They're like the bingey games.
Well, that is true, but you know what I mean.
They're like, yeah.
You have met me, right, Laura?
Yeah.
Okay, Slazo wouldn't have touched them like in 10 years, so Slazo's an abnormally. Yeah.
Abnormally. Slazo, you're an abnormally.
Abnormally.
So no, I think it'll be interesting to see where Montreal, like BioWare Montreal, go from here. I don't think they're going to make another RPG, and then maybe it will push a BioWare collection, a Mass Effect collection, like the original trilogy collection, to be made in HD, because people will be like, well, we want a new Mass Effect game, but here's Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 in HD instead. And I wouldn't complain. But yeah, speaking of Mass Effect Andromeda, so there's a new patch come out recently, and I believe this basically I think the character now there's now a character that's bi instead because of this update. I know that's quite a strange
Who was
thing.
what, straight or gay?
I'm not 100% certain. I'm trying to work that
Right.
one out. Where is it? Here's the quote, actually. Here's the quote. Scott Ryder did not have a same-sex squad mate available as a romance option, nor could the achievement for completing 3 romances be achieved with only male same-sex partners. So basically, yeah, they must have changed that. So I think they've changed one of them to be bi instead. Which is, fair enough. They're listening to feedback, and it makes sense, to be honest.
I just think everyone should have all.
Yeah, no, I agree. Everyone should be able to romance everyone.
Yeah, and if they're saying but it's like they wouldn't be like this, have this character trait, or something like that. Or it wouldn't work with this story or narrative or something. I don't know. Then just have it if that was made more fluid.
Yeah.
And flexible, depending on how your shepherd ends up, or not shepherd, how your rider ends up being, then that would have been pretty cool. But at least they're doing something, so they made a character due to certain feedback and stuff like that.
I mean, it's National Pride Month, so best time to do it is now. So.
Yeah.
That is
definitely.
true.
And all the other updates are sort of basically like game-breaking bugs that have been fixed, so it's not really worth going on about. But I thought it's worth bringing up because of that, because it's quite a big thing for this game. But I don't really think it's something that should have been in there from the start anyway. That's my opinion. It should have been there originally from the start of the game, but it is nice that they have gone back and edited it in. Like, I think it is good that they've done that and addressed that. But yeah, the other stuff's like carrying weapons, fixing issues, and stuff like that. So,
Okay, I mean, every little helps, isn't it?
yeah, it's a bit like Tesco.
No, I wasn't trying to say that. I just mean like at a point, it's nice if. To be fair, this is the same how I felt about Assassin's Creed. You know how Assassin's Creed came out all broken? I don't remember which one.
1, 2, 3,
okay.
Unity, Revelations.
Okay. Whatever one that come out with the really, it basically that's where it was.
Unity Rogue.
Unity.
Yeah. That time. It's nice that I'm ignoring that. They go and fix stuff, especially if you haven't played it yet and you wait and you get it eventually, because then you don't have to experience any of that drama.
Well, that's why I am going to play Mass Effect Andromeda, but I'm not going to play it yet. That's my thing on it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I am waiting for the price to drop as well, and to finish a few other games, but that's not the point.
It's all about the bugs. It's all about the bugs.
Yeah, it's all about the bugs, not the fact I've got... Let's not talk about that. It's all about the bugs. Another game that I will be playing got announced last week as well. So FIFA 18. Oh. Sorry, Slazo, you were getting excited there, weren't you?
I didn't realise it had only been announced last week. Oh.
Yeah, so it got announced last week. It was only a really quick reveal trailer with Ronaldo on it, but basically the big thing from this year is that the Legends from Ultimate Team, which were Xbox exclusive for the past 2-3 years maybe, and Microsoft made a big deal about it. They got Pele on stage and everything. Pele's a football legend, by the way, Slazo, just in case.
He knows. He sat through.
Yeah, I sat through.
Pele told him his life story. He's well up to date on his Pele.
Just checking. And also it means like Shearer, Shearer the Geordie legend. But basically, so they... Shut up, Slazo.
I only know Premiership teams.
Slazo...
just let it go.
No, I am not letting this go. Slazo, if you go on the Premier League website now, you will see Newcastle United are a Premier League club.
And also, Alan Shearer's the all-time Premier League goal scorer.
I don't know football.
Yeah, Shearer also has the most goals in the Premier League.
Well, I don't really care.
Shearer was good.
Could you just tell us about video games?
Sorry. So basically, all the Legends, which were Xbox exclusive, are now available on all platforms, and that does include Nintendo Switch as well. In case anyone was wondering. Yeah. Which I think it's strange that Microsoft have lost the exclusivity to that. I'm not really sure why they've lost it.
PS4s dominate in Europe, and that's where FIFA dominates. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird, because I thought they would have lost it earlier more than anything, unless they signed like a 3-year deal.
Presumably,
maybe that's why they signed like a 3-year deal. But yeah, it looks like FIFA, to be honest. Cristiano Ronaldo's the cover star. It comes out on the 28th of September, I believe. I think, and there's also different editions of the game. There's the Ronaldo edition, which I think is Fat Ronaldo edition, and there's the Icon edition. Both of them have 3-day early access as well, and they all come with gold packs. You get so many gold packs per week for Ultimate Team. You get some Team of the Week players on loan. You get Cristiano Ronaldo on loan. You get Fat Ronaldo on loan. Sorry if you're listening, Fat Ronaldo.
I like you, Brazilian Ronaldo.
Yeah, Brazilian
I found
Ronaldo.
a way to
Brazilian
not address
Ronaldo.
you as Fat
Sorry.
Ronaldo, but just call him Brazilian Ronaldo.
Yeah. So it's just it looks like FIFA. There doesn't really look. There's not really much to say. It's FIFA. I'm excited for FIFA. I love FIFA. I'll be buying FIFA.
Yeah.
FIFA.
I hope the single player mode comes back and gets more content in it.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it will have it.
No, I'm not too sure on that. I think it will, Slazo, because it was really popular, and I could see EA expanding it out into different of all their other sports games as well, and giving them a story mode.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if Madden had some kind of single player.
That would be fun. Or like NBA, where you go from the streets to the court. That would be really cool as well.
No, that wasn't a single. That was bullshit. That wasn't a single. I'll talk about this next week, but that was rubbish.
Oh, don't worry, I'm ready to talk about that next week as well, Slazo. I'm ready for that. But yeah, FIFA 18. It's FIFA. It looks good. I think the biggest point from that was that sort of Legends is gone and it's now called Icons and it's on every format. That was the biggest thing from that.
Yay.
I was kind of really disappointed because I thought they were going to do more to shake up Journey, and they did. They don't seem to be shaking it up.
Wait and
But
see, Laura. Wait
I'm
and
gonna,
see.
It's going to come to predictions, so I'm saving it for later. Don't worry.
You can't predict it if it's already happened.
Laura's just going to predict the EA conference.
No, I'm not predicting the EA conference. It's to do with another conference, but it's going to be related. Shut up!
Anyway, so that's all the news. So we'll have a look at the games coming out this week. There's obviously not many because who would release during E3 week? I mean...
Only the greatest company, Squiggy.
So yeah, we'll start with... there's a game coming out for the PS4 and PS Vita called God Wars Future Past. Is this the one you were thinking of, Slazo?
I didn't realise that the X-Men game from the X-Men film from a few years ago was getting a game.
Well, at first I read it as God of War Future Past, and I'm thinking, hang on a second. God of War's got a new game coming out. Then I thought, is it God of War and X-Men? It's not. Do you want me to read the blurb?
Please do, because I have no idea what this game actually is.
God Wars Future Past is a tactical RPG that explores the untold history of Japan through folklore and tactical combat. Gamers will experience the traditional stories of Japan's origin through the lens of 3 warring nations, with a massive expanse of tactical options to develop their strategies from, including a myriad of character classes and equipment within innovative and challenging stages. That just
So
sounds
it's
like
for the 3 kingdoms, got
sounds
it.
like a load of balls, to be fair.
It sounds like a Japanese game.
My point exactly.
Wow.
That's out this week on PS4 and PS Vita. Not really much to say about that. There's another game coming out. Hands, legs, feet, arms,
Shoulders, knees,
arms,
and toes.
arms. Sorry.
Simon says.
Sorry, arms.
Oh.
Arms is coming out for Nintendo Switch this week. Cesar, you played a little bit of the global test punch thing, didn't you?
Global Test Punch, yes.
Did I get it right?
You did?
Oh, I am good.
Nice.
I've been away for a while and I am good. So I don't know, did you speak about it last week or the week before?
I mean, yeah, there is, on this very channel, a Saturday Morning Switch dedicated to the Test Punch, where I talk for quite a bit about what I thought. It's a weird one because it's new, exciting, fun. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing like ARMS in terms of fighting games or just games in general. But it's weird because the motion control system is perfect, but at the same time not, and it's really maddening. It's you couldn't do it without the motion. You can play with buttons, but I can't imagine why you do it because it feels better with motion. But there's a few weird bugs and things where you go to do something and it doesn't do what you want. So it's but it is good fun, and I feel if I had 10, 20 hours to practice, I'd get a lot better at it. So I don't know if I'm going to buy it day one because the single player looks like it's lacking a bit, but it's certainly a very interesting game and something very Nintendo. It's a Nintendo take on fighting games. There you go.
Yeah, I'm interested in it, but I never got to play the Global Test Punch. But it seems like it's getting good reviews. I've seen a few reviews where it's getting 9s, or Eurogamer I think give it a recommended. So it is getting good reviews. But again, I don't know. I get the idea. I think it's a really great concept and a great idea, but I'm not 100% sold on it. That's my thing. That's my big thing. I do think I just wish I should have played the test punch thing to see what it was like.
I mean, just give it a few months because it'll probably drop in price a little, and it's getting free updates, so there'll be more content for it.
Yeah, no, I probably will pick it up, but it'll be when it's cheaper because it is. I want to support my Switch with these Nintendo games, and I do want to give it a go. So.
I mean, you've got plenty coming out in the next few months, so
I do. Splatoon. That's not a bit.
Splatoon, Pokémon, Rabbids, Mario.
Yeah, there's a lot of games coming out. But yeah, so that leads on to. It doesn't lead on to anything really. That is our news and releases done. It sort of does lead on because we're going to go to the plugs part next, and you're going to plug your next Saturday morning Switch.
Oh man, amazing! So if you haven't seen, it's E3 season, so the most recent one is 10 predictions for me about what I'm hope and then we'll never see at Nintendo E3. So I break down the obvious stuff like Mario Odyssey, which we know is going to be there, Pokken, which we know is going to be there. And then go into the magical make-believe land of maybe Virtual Console with GameCube games.
Oh, please,
maybe we'll get free stuff for being early adopters.
Please.
We won't, but
Please.
Man can dream. And then next week on Saturday Morning Switch, who knows, because I'm in Scotland. So, yep.
Scotland!
I'll work something out for you.
It might be Saturday Morning Switch with the Saturday scribbled out and Sunday hastily written over.
Oh, I thought you were going to put in the word Scotland for some reason.
I don't know. Maybe I'll go in the woods and record a video. Who knows? We'll see.
There you go. There you go. Places to use your Switch. Saturday morning Switch edition. There's you filming yourself in front of a tree.
Maybe.
Playing it. There you go. Play Mario Kart in a forest. That was easy.
You know what? I could do that.
There you go. So
You're weird people.
You're welcome. That was easy. So yeah.
I mean, where's your video series, Laura?
It's coming soon, actually. We've got the scripts nearly finished.
What's your video series? You've kept this one quiet.
It's not ready to be revealed to the public. Hi, public.
Or your co-workers. Or yourself.
Or friends. No, not even co-workers. Or friends. Or the person who's actually doing it with her.
Yeah, there you go. So you actually do know. Think about it. Anyway, anything from you, Squiggy?
Do I? Anyway, so over on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/JohnSquires. There you go. There's the plug. I've been doing some E3 reactions, so there'll be some videos of all the conferences, a few breakdowns, probably some of the stuff that we're going to talk about on next week's podcast anyway. But they're out on my channel. What I am going to do is there's going to be some FIFA videos going up. There's going to be a few on my channel, a few on the Retro YouTube channel, which is basically me and Laura having a few grudge matches, and you can see who the best FIFA player is. It is
right,
me.
But he picked a time when I was like the first lot of games we played a few weeks ago. I was doing very well and won a majority of them and have the season trophy to thing. And then he waited, got back into it, and now he's good at it again. And then he recorded them.
Just for the record, these videos, this was streamed to Twitch probably 2 months ago.
I know, but that's exactly what happened. I was not on that was the middle of exam season for me. Just saying, you took advantage of a stressed out student. SOS.
As you can see, she's getting the excuses out here. So yeah, I'm going to post a few of them on my YouTube and a few of them on Retro YouTube, so you can see more that way. I thought it'd be a nice way to do some cross posting. Obviously not the same videos, but I thought it'd be quite cool.
It is cool, and I'm so glad to feature. I didn't sign no release forms for your channel.
Yeah, well, you're on it. So yeah, look forward to that. That's coming soon as well. And now, let's move on to our topic of the week. So over the past few weeks, I believe, anyway, I've not been here, you've been going through all the different conferences and breaking down what you think will be there and what you expect to be there. And
we said a little bit of what we want.
A little bit of what you want. But I thought, because this is going live just after E3, we can do some predictions instead, like what we actually think is going to happen.
And you can laugh at how wrong we are in everyone.
Or you can be thinking, they didn't record this on the day it went live. They know everything. Probably the first one. Definitely the first one. So what we've done is, I think we've got 5 predictions each. So we'll go through like one prediction each, and then go to the next one, and so on like that.
Yep.
So I'll go first with mine. So my first one is that Scorpio is going to launch in November, and it's going to be priced at £400 for the basic model of the Scorpio. So I think there's going to be 2 Scorpios. I think there's going to be.
You think there's going to be 2 Scorpios?
I think different hard drive sizes.
Oh, okay.
And I think 400 is going to be the basic size, basically. Or there might be one with like an elite controller and one with a normal controller. Like, basically, that's what I'm sort of going at. That £400 gets you the basic Scorpio with the lowest spec, like hard drive and controller and everything like that. And it's going to come out in November.
I mean, I sent out a tweet on the day we were recording this how like any console that launched in the UK for more than 400 has just a nightmare of a time. So, I mean, I'm seeing $500 as the common estimate.
That's the thing. As I predicted this, I saw rumours about $500 price, and I think, again, anything over £400 here is going to fail.
Yeah.
Like, even no matter how powerful it is, like, I'm not being funny. You want to push your Scorpio, don't price it.
It could be the greatest thing in the universe, but I don't have more than like that much to spend on a console.
Like, look what happened with the PS3. That was £425 at launch, and that bombed.
Yeah.
And I think
PS3 and the original Xbox were.
Yeah. And you would think maybe Microsoft would learn from that, but who knows? It's Microsoft. You think they're going somewhere then. But yeah, that's my first prediction. £400 for the basic Scorpio, and it's going to come out in November.
No, I can see that.
And I'm going to write down all your predictions as well, because we're going to go over them next week and see how right we were.
Great.
So, Slazo, do you want to go next?
I'm being held accountable. Okay, well, if you're starting with Microsoft, then I'll start with my Microsoft one as well. I reckon we're going to see a new Forza, but it won't be Horizon, and it won't be Motorsport.
Oh! What do you...
It won't be Motorsport as well.
So what are you predicting it be? Like a dirt sort of rival?
Maybe a Forza rallying game, maybe something, maybe like planes and boats as well. I don't know. I just think something under the Forza brand that isn't Horizon or Motorsport, because I feel they've gone. Both of those games are getting silly high numbers now, so maybe it's time for something new.
That's quite interesting. That
and this is also because I've resigned to accept that PGR is never coming back, no matter how it's going. So maybe Forza Arcade. I don't know. Maybe.
That's quite interesting, actually. I never thought of that, but when you say it does make you think it's about time for a new.
I mean, otherwise it's going to be what, Forza Motorsport 7 this year, otherwise.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not ruling that one out. It could be. Could be interesting. Could be wrong. Hopefully it's wrong, because I don't want you to be right.
It's probably wrong, but yeah.
Hey. Go on then, Laura. Hit us with your rhythm stick.
Can I just point out that I haven't been reading any of the other, the news stories other than the ones discussed here. So if this is actually confirmed to be here, I'm like, sorry.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
The bit where Laura goes, I bet there's a new Kingdom Hearts 3.
I bet there's a new Wolfenstein, or no. No, because this is basically after what Slazo was discussing in this podcast, and he got in my head, right? You got in my head, guys. So, because you're starting with the Xbox, I was going to start that there's going to be a Gears of War game, but obviously not 5, but there's not going to be a remake either. It's going to be a Gears of War spin-off.
What, a bit like Judgment or like Halo Wars 2 style?
Yeah, pretty more Halo Wars 2. I reckon it's not going to be like that sort of game, but they're going to use Gears branded on something else.
Gears branded spin-off.
I love how they just... You said to go bold, so Slazo said he didn't want to be a pussy, so I was like, I'm going to go bold.
What?
You said about whether you should go... So, a pussycat. Like, meow. No, but you said about whether you want to go with the things you assume, so I was kind of like, you know what, I've got to shoot for the stars with at least one of my 5, and I don't know, because we always talk about Microsoft relying on its, main franchise friends. And I just think maybe because Gears 4 went down well, I feel sure Squiggy will agree, in terms of what they did. But we're not ready for 5, so I don't think they'll remake after they remade the others, so I just think a spin-off. I still think it'll have a presence, so wow, man. Yep.
No, that's
I mean, yeah.
No, I can get on board with that. I can't really imagine what they would do.
Yeah, same. It's
I like the idea of it, but I can't think of what it would be. That's the thing.
That's why we're not the experts, guys. That's why we're not making stuff.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not making any money from this. My next prediction is that... Well, I think I predicted this at the start of... I think I predicted this last year at E3 as well.
Oh, no.
Halo 3 Anniversary is going to be shown off and going to be like announced. Basically what like Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo 1 were on the 360, basically all remade and everything, but they're going to do Halo 3 this time. That is my bold Microsoft prediction, which is probably never going to come true, but I will predict it until it comes true.
I mean, so it wasn't done in HD properly in the Master Chief Collection?
I think in the Master Chief it was just upscaled. I don't think they actually redid all the textures and everything. I think it was just upscaled. But
okay.
I don't know, but I think with how Master Chief Collection went, it's sort of, to me, thinking, well, maybe they should just release Halo 3 as a standalone.
Maybe, but it's like, because it would be less of an upgrade than 1 and 2 were, so I don't know if there's as big a market for it. I mean, Halo 3 is massively popular, don't get me wrong.
That's
because
the thing.
It would be less of an upgrade.
Yeah, but I think it's more because there's not going to be a Halo... I don't think it's going to be Halo 6 this year. I think it's too soon for that, especially with Halo Wars 2 being the Halo game this year.
Yeah.
So I think, get an HD remaster of Halo 3 Anniversary out, then... There you go.
Maybe.
And Halo's back on the map, and it's a good Halo game.
It is 10 years. So.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's mine. I don't think it's going to happen, but I will keep predicting it. In 1 year, I will be right. 1 year. 1 year.
I think it's this year. I'm with you on this. It's not one of my predictions, but I'm just saying. I kind of believe.
I like it.
I believe.
I believe. I like it. Go on then, Slazo. Hit us with yours.
Cool. Well, I only one for each conference, so no more Microsoft for me. So instead, I'll give you an Ubisoft prediction, and I believe that after constant denial that it's going to be anywhere near E3, that Beyond Good and Evil 2 will actually be there.
I hate you!
And gameplay.
I hate you so much.
Because they keep going with a lot of these games. Now it's not E3, it's not E3, it's like, I'll believe that when it's actually not at E3. So, I think Beyond Good and Evil 2 will have a big presence at Ubisoft. It would be as a great final reveal game for them, considering how the stuff's been leaked.
Damn Slazo! I hate you! I hate following Slazo! Can I go next? Just obviously it's me. Do you want to know why I wrote down when you... Because I wasn't going to write them down, but I made notes when you were talking on the first one, because I was like, I'm going to forget. I've literally put number 2, Ubisoft end on Beyond Good and Evil 2. I will bold them.
I'll put that one in as your second one, that Ubisoft end on that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought, oh, it's fine. So he's just saying it's going to be a big part. And then he went and said, oh, I think it'd be a good thing to end on. I was like, for God's sake, he's literally...
I'll let you
Well,
have
it's
that
like,
one, Laura.
maybe a week ago it wouldn't have been that, but now that Rabbit has leaked and Assassin's Creed has leaked, they need something, so why not bring up Beyond Good and Evil?
I have another Ubisoft prediction on my top 5.
As well.
It's
I'm going to put that one next on mine, actually.
Okay, because if it's what I have predicted, I swear to God, when he gets back round to me, I'm going to be fuming.
That's why I'm going to put that one next.
I hate you so
review
much.
there.
I'm just going to screenshot this with a timestamp on my phone. Just to...
Put that there, and then you can go there. Just
wow
rearrange,
us.
just rearrange
Wow us.
my list.
Wow us.
Splinter Cell
Oh, it's fine. No, it's cool.
is going to make a comeback at the Ubisoft conference, and it's basically going to be the one last thing. That's what
One
I think it's
last
gonna
job.
be. I haven't put
Even though
that,
he's-
but yeah.
One last job 4 times, but he's going to have one last job.
But I think it's going to be Splinter Cell. Maybe a was it Chaos Theory? I think with the popular games on the Xbox, it's going to be maybe like a
maybe like Double Agent.
maybe something like that. But I think definitely a Splinter Cell, like a Splinter Cell game at Ubisoft.
I mean, I must admit, if I was making a Splinter Cell game, I'd be eyeing up the success Hitman had and going, can we make something like that? Because there is some similarity between the two franchises. So.
Yeah. But no, that's my thing.
Okay.
That's fine. That's acceptable. It was not what's written on my list. So.
Oh well, that's okay then. I'm interested for yours.
I'm looking forward to Laura's vague one. She's now just Tom Clancy's at Ubisoft.
Shut up. That's not what's happening.
Go on then, Slazer. Hit us with your next one.
Me? It's Laura.
No, no, you're next. You're after Squiggy.
Oh,
that's why I'm moaning that I'm third all the time.
Oh, okay, alright. I forgot Beyond... Okay, whatever. Who will I do next? Let's do Bethesda next. I believe we will get a release date for Skyrim on Switch from Bethesda.
Oh, please.
Because it was in the initial... I think this was actually in my Saturday morning Switch video. It was in the initial announcement for the Switch, and then we've heard nothing. apart from Bethesda going, yeah, sure, yeah, we're working on that. Why not? So I think either Bethesda or Nintendo, but definitely somewhere at this E3, we're going to get the announcement of a release date and get to see Skyrim on Switch a bit more.
I hope so. I really hope so. Didn't
It needs to be this year, really.
Didn't Bethesda's conference last year, didn't they, like, at the end, sort of, like, the doors to the side opened up and you could play the games?
Yes.
So maybe they'll do that with Skyrim's playable right through those doors on Switch.
Maybe.
Maybe they'll do something like that. Yeah. I can get on board with that. I hope it happens, because I'm kind of putting off buying the Skyrim remaster for PS4 and Xbox so I can play it on the Switch instead and play it on the go.
I mean, I'd just buy it on PS4 and Xbox.
No, I want to play it on the Move.
Fair enough.
I've got a busy life. Don't have time for these games in front of TVs. That's why I'm buying FIFA on the Switch as well.
Got to have like a Switch, so between bowls at cricket, you can.
Yeah, just umpire. I need to go and get a drink. Oh, press on Mario Kart. That's another lap going up. Sorry, couldn't get the bottle open. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, hit us, Laura, with your next one then.
I think Division 2 is going to be announced as a thing.
Division 2, is that what Fulham are in?
Already. Already. No, already. I'm ignoring what Squiggy's saying.
Okay.
Right? I don't think it's going to be like, coming this year or coming here. I just think it's going to be one of those really early stage things just to confirm it's existing. So, personally. They're going to EA it as it's been known. Up to you.
Okay.
I'm bold. I'm going bold, guys.
It's bold. I can't see it happening, but it's bold. I can't see it. But that's just me.
I hope if Division 2, right, I thought I'd be so bored through the Ubisoft conference because there's no way you should tie that. But now if Division 2 is even briefly mentioned, I'm going to pop like a...
But Laura, Just Dance.
Maybe
Division 2.
I was going to say, maybe it's going to be like the Division people in Just Dance. Imagine that. So now we have some exciting Division news, and Laura's like, yes. The characters from Division 2, or from the Division, are going to be in Just Dance 2018, or whatever it is.
Whoa. The Division's characters?
I mean, no.
No, but that's the point. That's what I was getting at.
I mean...
That makes it even worse. But no, I think it's bold, but I think it's maybe a bit too bold, maybe. But we'll see. My next prediction, my fourth one, is Bloodborne 2 is going to be at the Sony conference. I think I predicted this for PSX, but they ended on The Last of Us 2 instead. So I think this time Bloodborne 2, because I think it's been 3 years. I think it's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's a while. Really? I think it's time, because they've had obviously Dark Souls 3 since then. I think it's time for Bloodborne 2. I think it's time now. Maybe again, show it off and it's released next February or something like the last one was. So it'll be like 3 years since.
That'd be cool. I can see a Souls game of some sort having a presence at Sony, be it Bloodborne or Demon's Souls 2.
I thought either Demon's Souls or Bloodborne. I've gone for Bloodborne.
Yeah.
I'm going for that one. That's mine.
Okay.
Hit me, Slazo.
Well, if you're going to go Sony, then I'll go to my Sony prediction. Now, we know the game's not coming out for a few years, but I think that we will get, at Sony's conference, they'll announce that there's going to be a Final Fantasy VII HD demo available either there and then or within the next month or so. Because the game's not going to come out for ages, but I feel this would be a great way of building up hype for it and of getting people into like, oh shit, yeah, I want to go play that. I want to get a taste of Final Fantasy VII goodness in high definition. So I reckon, a demo for FF7 HD.
Yeah, no, I think they need to do something because people have forgotten. I don't
know if they've forgotten so much, but when Square Enix went like, yeah, sure, they'll be done by 2020, it's like, you need something in that time, mate.
Yeah.
And 12 Remake is not quite at the same level.
Yeah, no, I think they need to do something to get like it back on the map, and it's not just, they can't just go, oh, here's another video of this certain part of the game. They need to, I think, even if they like release a demo of the first part of it, I don't know how, can't remember how it works, but no, I think, I don't know if it'll happen, but it's something that would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
fingers crossed.
No, I would download that and play it. I've never played Final Fantasy VII before, so I would play that. Laura?
I'm reining myself in. and simply saying that after FIFA didn't get much to show at the EA thing, because, that's already happened, as we mentioned,
Yeah.
I think FIFA's going to it's going to heavily feature at the PlayStation conference, and I don't mean a sizzle reel, because I think they're going to announce some exclusive stuff, just because they finally got the Legends on there, and I think there's going to be something to make it, you should buy FIFA on PlayStation.
Yeah, no,
Hashtag rein in the sim.
Nope, I agree with that. One thing that I noticed from the EA thing, and even from the trailer for the Sony, is that it starts with the PS4 screen.
Yeah.
So it's basically PlayStation is the main one this year, whereas Xbox...
there's been a change, like when the Call of Duty switched over.
Yeah.
So I just expect them to get a bit of a demonstration and maybe some more features actually announced at the PlayStation 1.
If EA and Sony were going to do something together, I wouldn't expect it actually to be FIFA. I'd expect it to finally be EA Access on PS4.
That
was very notable, in the EA conference when they went, you can play all our games from last year on EA Access on the Xbox One, or some demo thing on PS4, something.
Well, if they're showing FIFA and it's just a segue into EA Access, it still counts as me being right. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough, but I don't know why. I know there's a reason for it, but I think EA Access on PS4 would be a cool thing for them to announce. Not one of my predictions, but I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
They've said about it before, and they said they had certain things stopping them doing it, but if there was enough demand, they would. So keep making your voice heard, Slazo.
Yeah, we'll see. So my last prediction now. I don't know if this one is classed as bold or obvious, if that makes sense. It depends. It depends how you look at it. So the new Call of Duty World War II is coming to Switch. That's my prediction, and it's going to be the fully featured game. Prediction.
It's not happening.
That's what I mean. I don't know if it's too bold or.
I love Nintendo.
I thought it was obvious. I thought this could happen.
That's what I mean. Slazo's no, it's not happening. You're like,
and I'm like, obvious.
Activision give a rat's ass about the Switch.
Okay, it might be bold. Yeah, you might have thought. I would say it's more bold than anything, just because I don't know if they were going to announce it. I don't think it'd get any free spotlight. It'd be like a note.
It'd be here's the Call of Duty trailer, and at the end it would be just Switch is one of the platforms. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it'll be in the Nintendo conference. Show thing.
Okay.
That's my prediction anyway. There we go.
Slazo
indeed. So my Nintendo prediction then. So Breath of the Wild Season Pass. We know the first pack's coming out pretty soonish. I have in the past said it will come out the same day as the Amiibo. But actually thinking about it, it'd be really cool if they went, so that Season Pass content is available now. I predict that Breath of the Wild, the first Season Pass, goes live during the Direct or immediately after the Direct.
Live after Direct. Right, I've got that down. Yeah, I can't really argue against that, to be honest. I really can't.
Yeah.
No.
We pretty much know everything that's in it, and it would be an easy way to get more sales on it.
Yeah, it's just sort of sat there waiting for a release date now.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I agree with that one. That's a good one. I like that. It's not very bold, unlike mine. I like it.
No, it's bold. Ignore it. That was a terrible pun. Go on.
That was awful, Slazo. That was.
At
first, I didn't have a clue what you said.
Laura, what's your prediction?
I'm literally just going that Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch is real. It's going to happen, and there's also obviously the mobile. They're going to announce and showcase. They're going to showcase the mobile game, then also go how they got this full Animal Crossing game called a Switch. Yeah. So I'm expecting Animal Crossing on Switch, and I'm expecting Nintendo to end up with my money by the end of the year because of that reason. So, yes. I don't think that's that bold.
You want to way into Nintendo's heart, you just got through and go...
Oh, is that what happened? Did I lag?
That was meant to be an impression of an Animal Crossing character.
I thought you were trying to imply I lagged, so...
I thought as well, and I was like, no, what's going on? But
No,
I think there's some... so that's all... I think that's all... It's not obvious, but I think it's something that should happen.
It's something they can do. It's a realistic thing.
Happen, but whether they do it or not. But no, I think they're good predictions, to be honest. I think there's a lot of...
Watches we get none.
I would say watch like Scorpio, like for mine, Scorpio launches in December, priced at £500 for the basic model or something. It's like, for God's sake. And then it's not Halo 3 anniversary, it's like Halo 3 is now backwards compatible.
Halo ODST anniversary.
Yeah. Ugh. But yeah, no, I like them. Or the Skyrim Switch one. A release date will be announced soon at the next Nintendo Direct.
And here it is. It's Oblivion.
But no, I think they're good predictions. A lot of them I hope do come true.
Oh yeah, I want all of the things I predict.
Yeah, like
to come true.
I know we're predicting sort of things that we want as well, but I'd like them. I'd like them all. I think I'd be pretty happy if most of them happened. But yeah, I'd say let us know your predictions, but don't, because it's after E3 when this goes live. But let us know how right we were in the comments below, or how wrong we were in the comments below. Publicly shun us and shame us. Just shame Laura, really. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
I promise I'll read them and then immediately go whelp and just go back outside in Scotland, because why not?
I promise I'll probably not read them, probably not really care about them, and then probably delete your comment if it's offensive about me. If it's offensive about the other two, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But yeah, no, I like to see it. I hope E3 is good to everyone. It's like Christmas. I hope you have a good E3. I hope it's good to you. I hope you get what you want. And sort of, yeah, let us know in the comments if we were right or wrong, or if we were close with anything. Yeah, no, I think the C3 will be good, or was good. I can't really say that.
I mean, yeah, it's an interesting one, like especially for some, like Sony, especially, who no longer, like, presumably don't have bombshells. So this time, what will they come out with?
Yeah, that's
what
the thing.
Will Microsoft do to sell the Scorpio?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the one where it could, like, define the next few years of the two consoles.
Like, I feel looking at it, this one has to be all about the games, because, like, outside the Scorpio, there's not really much to talk about in the way of hardware. So.
Yeah, the only other thing is VR, which has been talked about for Xbox. I think there's going to be a VR thing, but I'm not sure what it is.
Maybe.
But we'll see. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll talk about it all next week on episode 90 of the Party Chat podcast. This has been episode 89. You can catch us all on Twitter. I'm at Jody Squares. Slazo is at Slazo King. Laura is at Law, and obviously we are all at Retro Remastered. Yeah. Until next week, it's been our pleasure. I hope you have a good week. Goodbye.
Au revoir.